So we have an amp meter in series with a 250 ohm resistor, and we're going to use it to determine our current output. So right now we've set our zero up to maximum, which is way beyond what we want. So we're going to dial this down, and it's going to start dropping. And we want to stop it as the second it gets as close to 4 milliamps without going under. And we're not moving the dial quickly, we're just taking our time. When you get close to 5 milliamps, you're going to slow down and take your time to get it down as close to 4 without going below. So I'm now at 5, so I'm just going to move it just slightly, let it stabilize. So I'm at 4.02 milliamps, so I'm going to leave it there for now, and now I'm going to add more water and bring it up to our upper level. So once I reach 20 inches, I'm going to stop the pump. Let it come back down to 20 and stop it by closing the valves. So right now I'm a little bit below. I'm going to pump a little more up. Let it come back down and stop it at 20 inches. Now I'm going to adjust my span. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to rotate this, and the number should start to climb. And our goal here is to get it up to as close to 16 without going over. Pardon me, 20. So I'm at 19.89. Now we're going to go back and redo our zero. We're going to repeat the same process 3 times. So I'm going to open up the valve to drop the water. And we see our value is starting to drop. Because we've adjusted our span, when we get to our zero, which is 2 inches, we should see that the number may not exactly be close because each one will affect the other. So we're at 3, 2.5, and 2. So at 2 inches of water column, and my reading is at 4.02. So I'm going to try and get it down a little closer. Okay, it doesn't seem to want to move, so now I'm going to pump it back up to 20 inches. And drain it back down to 20. So I'm a little bit low. I'm going to try and improve that. So you keep repeating this. You'll do this about 3 times until you get it as close to 20 as possible and as close to 4 without going beyond those. So I'm at 19.91. We'll check our 0 again. While the water is going down, the chart that you prepared last week, you should be able to get a gauge when it gets to around 10 inches, around 6 inches. You can check your numbers and see if you're close. So we're down to 3 inches, 2.5, and 2. And I'm still at 4.02 milliohms. So pumping it back up again. We're at 20, and we're exactly 20 milliamps. So I would say this has been calibrated, and you can move on to the next part of the lab.